Okay, I need to check in the cave group. Where do I connect something? This one. It's funny because it has showed me an ad before the stream and it was an ad about Durex. Hello, Sansei. Welcome. Why there are ads beforehand? Just thought I shut them off before streams. How are you doing? If is connected, your affiliate ads are always present. Yeah, but I just saw there's an setting you can set somewhere which stated that there will be no ad pre-rolled. Can't shut them off. Okay. Okay, I have to read it again then. Just thought it is possible to at least the pre-rolled ads. Equals false. And then connect. And do I have a connect here? Yes, here. Pre-rolled? Don't know about that. Pre-rolled like before the stream starts. I mean, like you enter a stream and that you got ads there directly in the point before you saw any second of the stream. This is pre-rolled. Then there's another advertisement which is within the stream, like every half hour or something. Okay, self I do not need to state here. If just when it's false is connected. Okay, so we should have fixed this 260 hours here also. Somehow it's talking about an input event. Save. Okay. Today I wanted to start with cutscenes. So what is this game about? It's a farming RPG. It's about have a farm, collect decorations, plant trees, plant bushes, plant any type of plants. Clean, keep your garden clean, go mining, go fishing, go collecting like mushrooms, clams, pearls, upgrade machines, upgrade tools. Stuff like that. I mean, I'm at a point where I will implement a story, like a short story, just like an for the start. That the player will be leaded into the game with a few quests. The quest is what I will set up now. Okay, let's see. I shouldn't get any error here anymore. Save. Back to menu, load, start. Now quit. Still a few errors here. Add player to game. Cave group. Set owner. But the only area I can click here is it stolen? No match here. Where do I stated input within the cave group? Input event is already connected to given callable static body 2D stone. But stone does not have this kind of function. Oh, yeah, there was the mistake. Now I've deleted it and now we shouldn't get an error. Let's go with the first cutscene. So the idea is to build up so the player is spawning after the player is spawning. Harper will walk here and talk to the player. Where's the current player spawn point? So we'll add them to the world and we go to new game. Player position 187, 283. Okay, we spawn on the street. We will think we will spawn here. No, maybe here. Here on this one. Um, 208. So here we will spawn here. This is 144 and 208. So let's see how to do a cutscene. We have to test something. We have to test something. We have to test something. Okay, somehow there's still music in YouTube. Okay, somehow there's still music in YouTube. Okay. Okay, I can't fix it now, so we'll do it later. So how to do a cutscene? Firstly, I will check this one, which looks very nice. Okay, let's see. Modify the export to Palm and combine node equal to modify the origin node. You can discombine it. Must have one start node. Let's see this one. Okay. So I'll take this what I already have. This one. Where do I save them? PCs? Dialog datas. Okay, this is which we will start at first. So at the start of the game, the player will spawn here, then this guy will come from here. So what's the best way to do? We will do the first dialogue. And I think we should go have like a map which always checks the current state of the game, where we store every, like a global data map which stores every quest, or at least like a story tree. This function get called in the text box dialog box dialog.signal. So where do I signal player, signal harbor? Signal and we'll disconnect it and then global data resume. Okay. The easiest thing would be when Harper is directly spawned beside the player and already talk with him. And then after he finished talk, he'll just go back home. His house is here. Maybe he'll not walk back. He'll just like despawn. And then spawn is in his home. Like that we got like a black screen. And he'll come back. I think that would be the easiest solution for now for cutscenes. They got like triggered in this example with the start of the game. Like the player and Harper are spawning, and then they have the first conversation. And afterwards, they will walk together to Harper's house. Or like they'll despawn here, and they'll spawn directly in front of his house. Then they will have the second dialogue. This is what I want to set up now. So let's see. So the player spawns here. Harbor. So we have player data. Start with player data. Let's export variable. NPC harbor as a packed scene. Okay. Actually, I could spawn him with his house together. Okay, NPC harbor. So we go to new game. Harper's home. This one. And say player data dot npc harbor equals this one and also his position. The spawn position at least. That's easy. Also, what we need to do is that the player's watching to the right side. So at ready, we have to say intended velocity equals xy, so like, so it's to the right side. It should be to the right side with 1, 0. So we have this one. Now we need to spawn harbor in the world script. Okay, first we need to load it. npc harbor scene equals layer data dot npc harbor dot instantiate. Then we say npc harbor scene dot position equals player position and player data dot player dot position is player data player position. Here plus and then we need to add the child. Okay. Actually, harbor should spawn directly beside the player now. And the player should watching to the right side. load, delete, back, new, start. Okay, this is not working. Instantiate in base null. Player data, NPC Harper. New game. Oh, that's the wrong data. I need this one. The TSCN. Stop, start again. Let's see. They take a bit to start the game. So let's go. Back. New game, start. Error. Slot datas. Huh? Is it because the mouse was hovering the toolbar because before we loaded the toolbar data? New game, start. No, it's not that. It has to be something else. Player toolbar is null. Here everything is alright. Okay, let's test again. Something has to be here. This, what should not happen? And I have to figure out what. Okay, let's see. Load, delete, back, new game. Okay, there was something else what I said it before here. But I wouldn't think that this could cause this error. It was related to the stones. No, this was just a signal up there. But why this is happening now? Is it in the new game script? Is there is there an error? It doesn't seem like that I said something wrong here. Inventory size, toolbar data. Everything seems to be okay here. Unreachable code. Unreachable code. This one. It's never used in the function spawn object. Okay, current area. Okay, that's true. So that means in world we should have 2 errors now. At least one. This one. Current spawning area. It's also not used. Okay. Okay, now it's very simple, this code. World. Self, don't need to send. Okay, just these 2 informations, which is nice. But anyways, we have a problem with the player at the moment, but I do not know why. We fixed every other error, but this one I do not know where to fix it. I have to figure that out. So when I start the game and I create a new game, start, and we get an error after start. Function instantiate and base nil. NPC harbor. Oh, this is... it has to be this one. Save. It was the wrong one. Start again. Let's see. Okay, start. Error. Global data. Player toolbar data. Is here. In world. Especially in new game. We don't set them, but in world. Pick up slot data. Active slot data. This one player. Okay. Think I have the problem here. When I debug the player and sometimes spawning a player inside the world, I should delete it afterwards before I start a game because it doesn't have a toolbar. No inventory. So let's see. Load, delete, back, new game. Okay, very close, but we're watching to the right side, which is actually that what we want. Okay, I can't talk to him. Okay, but it's fine. He's also spawning on the wrong area. And he isn't on the right Z index. Y sorting enabled, Z index 1. And the world. Harbor. So let's see where we spawn him. Harper's home, NPC group daylight. Here. Oh, it has to be 32, 0. So he should spawn directly beside the player, hopefully. And then we have to make him watching to the left at the start. I think then I will implement a function, a global function, which will always teleport the player if necessary after a cutscene. When the player's spawning here, why the NPC is spawning here? Why his point is there? Just sort everything here a bit. This area is fine. The sprite 2D should be here. This should be on 0, 0, and we will move the whole area then. We want to move it. And also we will change the size to a size which is dividable by 2. Okay, like this one. So here. Okay, here we check if we overlap a player. So this one is on layer 1, this is fine, so it can monitoring the player. And if that is the case, if body equals global data player, what if I say is player, it's a bit cleaner. Play default, otherwise stop and hide. This is fine. And here this we will delete and we'll just say okay. Save, delete. Okay, then we have this one. And what is the best way to jump from one cutscene to another? I could always increase a number. I think this I will do. Okay, whenever we will have on every NPC we will have an export variable which will state the current dialogue number as an int. And we start with 0. And we will have a global function. Player checks word creation. Do I have dialogue somewhere? Achievement. Okay, we don't have mouse menu, object placing, object mouse menu. What already has a mouse menu? Oh, okay. Copy. Just add it here, as this is connected. Funfair, object mouse menu. Object placing area, inventory, interface, fishing pause, achievement. Player checks word creation, and word creation at the last item drops. So now we have dialogues. Dialogues. And this one will be this function. Okay. Increase current dialogue number, and we need current NPC as a node, and we need current wait. As a node, and we also need nothing, only the current NPC. No, we make it a bit better. So the player doesn't has a order which you have to do the missions. Okay, dialogue ended. Where do I connect them? This dots looks like a face. Which dots? This one? It's a ghost. Dialogue ended. I thought it was an emoji. Actually there's an animation also. This will make it look less likely looks like an animation. Disconnect dialogue, save. Is connected. Get NPC's dialogue. Set dialogue variables. Variable array, new dialogue dot variables. Possible variables right now: amount, type int, 120, type, string, text here. Variable dictionary amount. Name type value. New dialogue. Start. Connect. Dialogue signal with current NPC's dialogue ended. Okay. So this function. Get the node dialog box dot data equals new dialogue. Get node dot start random dictionary key. Okay, this was a random dictionary key I shouldn't set now. And disconnect dialog and get NPC's dialog. Set text box portrait, this one. So all of this one is related to the dialogues. So we will add it here. Dialogues. This function increases changes the number to the current dialogue number, which will be increasing during progress. Something like this. This was setting NPC's dialogue, so we need to set the dialogue. But we shouldn't make it random. This will only help for NPCs who will just tell you something. Like shops. So we won't do this for now. And we will say current NPC. This is fine. Dialogue. As dialogue data, okay. Variable array. If I want one. But when I keep it empty, then I don't have to set it. This is fine. Okay. And when a random dictionary key, I will say current dialogue number as an int, and this one we will add here. Save. So we'll go through every NPC. Okay, first Harper. We'll copy this one. We'll go to global data and go start with Archie. And add this current dialogue number, actually everywhere. And then we say current dialogue number. Let's go. Archie Dura, however. This one save. Elara. Okay. Elara. Neo. Okay. Neo, we have Paco, same. Paco and Serafina. And that's it for now. Hopefully. Did I forget an NPC? I think not. Okay, let's go. Next. Harper. Okay, save. Okay, actually we should set a dialogue here when we click on him. Get NPC's dialogue, NPC name. NPC name is Harper, and we have Harper Tracia. So it should actually work. Debug. Visible collision shapes. Let's see. We can talk to him and get our first conversation between Harper and player. Too few arguments to set dialogue. Start again, let's see. I should have known it. Yeah, also, before I'll have to come back here. Start, let's see. Okay, what's happening here? Too few arguments. Okay, but soon. We are almost there, that we can start the game. Start. Go. Load, delete, back, new, start. Oh, first I wanna say it won't work. But we can't click him because of... Okay, let me check. Harbor. Where should we be able to click on him? Harbor on input event. Actually himself. So input event, it's this one, and where's this collision shape? It's this circle? Yes. Is harbor set it to not pickable? That's why we can't click him. Let's see again. You didn't hear me. The reason why I won't use Dialogical is because it's external, like an external software. Are you using visual scripting? What is visual scripting? If you mean this one, I use this only for create dialogues, as this is much easier with trees than write them in code. That's why I don't use this one, because here you still have to write it in code. The whole... I mean, you have a simplified code. But you still have to write it somehow here in this. In an editor. And that is what is something what I don't want. And what's that? Dialog Manager? This one here is Dialog Manager right now. What I use is Dialog Nodes, which will let you create dialogues within like a tree builder. And for other NPCs here, I'm also able to have like different starts but the same outcomes. Here, for example, different starts. You can randomize the starts and they'll have different text. And what I want to set up right now is this one is the ID 0, and I want that it goes through all of that up to the player's current status. That's why I'm using these trees. And dialogical, my problem was that it is external. I think it was this where which you can't implement directly to Godot. Oh, I'm not sure if it's this one, what you meant. Dialogical. Nope. Maybe it's this one. Is to do 2D revealer. Yeah, emulate depth and 2D games, entering buildings and side scrolls. Oh. Extra controls. Oh, this looks something similar to this here. How you set up Godot itself. Circle, this plugin adds a container which aligns its children in a circle. This sounds nice. Game state saver. In a game object state between scene changes as well as saves. That state to file. Okay, maybe here are a few helpful things, but I need to set up this here now. So the one you are using, does it allow answering questions or implementing different actions during it, like adding music or something? Yes, you can add signals. For example, here I just make it simple. I send, for example, player Harper to always change the picture. This is what I could show you. And with the signals, you can send it directly to... I'm thinking cutscene wise, considering my game is more story based. You are able to send signals to GDScripts. Here, for example, player and Harper will be sent to a script which I store in my global data. And it always reads the name. And when it's player, it will show the player, like portrait. And if it's reading another name, then it will take the current NPC and take its sprite to display it on the other side as an portrait. And you could do that also with music if you like. You can do that with, you have different option tags that the player can choose from. I just don't choose any option tags here because it's just like a conversation here. It's nothing where you can choose something yet, but you would be able to have different options. What I've meant with here, when I talk to him, here it's, I sent the signal Harper, his name is Harper, so it will show his portrait, and then I sent the player, and so on. And whenever so it's like a conversation here, and you are also able to add several options. So I would have 3 different answers and they could lead to different conversations, which is very helpful. Yeah, they can also lead to the same. You can set up very much here, in my opinion. There was a few things what I would like to have also. But maybe if you ever write tools yourself, then you would be able to implement this function also, which you need. But I like this one. This is very helpful that it's like a map and not a script in this case, because for conversations it's always easier to do it visual, in my opinion. I'm thinking right now how I could do this here. So what about multiple conversations with the same person? Do you have to recreate another script for it, or maybe be triggered to start a different convo? This is actually that what I'm setting up right now. Here, for example, this conversation here has the number 0. And for other NPCs, for this one, for example, I have 4 different starts with different IDs. And this, you could imagine, works like animation player, where you just start like play animation name, but here you say start conversation ID number this one, 0, 1, 2, 3, and you can store many different conversations here for one NPC, as much as you like. So you have every conversation with one NPC on one place. And as here, for example, I have different conversations with this NPC. So I will give them different IDs, and whenever the player like goes through one, I will set, I mean, that's my solution for now. I have a progress number here in every NPC, and this will be set it to the next one. When the player finished this one. This is what I want to set up now, but I'm thinking about the cleanest version. I just thought I would like to send passed in the signal parameter the string value. It's always a string value. Okay, somehow I have to be able to set an int in this, that I sent an int in a signal. Okay, that's nice. This may work. I have to look further into the signals to see what I can do and cannot. And maybe what I just found today, I'm not sure if it's helpful for you, but here's one cutscene, which looks also very interesting for me, but I do not go more into it. It's also visual, but maybe this is a bit more helpful for you. You could also watching into this one. Seems like something what you need. It's called Cutscene from Hakase. Actually, I do not know how to say this name, but Cutscene is also looks like something what you probably could check out. I didn't check this yet, so I can't tell you anything about this one, but I just found it today. Yes, thank you, because I definitely was about to make things hard for myself. Shout out to plugins. Yeah, I mean, firstly, I was thinking also, I will do everything by myself. Who needs plugins? But why don't use them when they are already there and like wasting hundreds of hours for something what is already existing? And this is just a tool. Plugins are very helpful mostly, but sometimes they have too many functions which you don't need. You just need like a snippet of it. But they are very helpful. I was also thinking doing everything by myself. The string value passed in the signal parameter. This I don't like. I mean, what I could set up here now is whenever it ends and disconnect the dialog, what I could do is plus equals 1. But somehow I would be a bit flexible with the settings. So, for example, this NPC will have in the playthrough like 3 quests. And what if the player is taking quest number 3 first and then quest number 2? If he would like to do it. Then I should be able to play It would be also nice if, I mean, okay, if it's not possible to set it up like this, then I would like to set these options like A, B, C, that I say this one requires player level. Oh, this is even possible. What's the cleanest way? I can send only signals here. And after this one, I want to have one. Definitely. But I can't do this one. So maybe after this signal, I will send one. So when I go to global data, to the global data script, I want to call this function here. But I have to figure out which one is the current NPC, which would be easier when I can send it from here. But then I have to say self and one. But I can't say just one, because this will always happen whenever a conversation ends. That means conversation 1 ends, it will set to 1. So conversation 2 will end, it will set to number 1. So it will have only conversation 2. What's my best option for this one here? Command node, it's not helpful. Dialog node, command signal set. The thing is, the only variables you can edit is this one here, which isn't even very helpful. Because the signal will exist only here. And you should be able to send them. Why I'm not able to send it would be so much easier if I would be able to send multiple strings with one signal. Dialog background height. Dialog ended. Dialog box, dialog ended, connect with dialog ended. Where do I have the signal? Dialog box. Dialog box. extends control. It's called editor. This one. This scene. Here we have dialog box. This one, this script. So we have ends. Signal dialog ended. If hide or not hide, dialog ended, dot emit. It's actually just this function here. Editor, variable item, variables, nodes, dialog, set node, signal node. Ready? Signal node. Signal value equals value text. So what does the script do? To dictionary. Okay, value is signal value. And signal value is always forced to be a string, because we send over value text. Signal modified. Yeah. Thanks for following on YouTube. Thank you very much. Maybe I need another. Plugin here. Cut C. I'll try this one. I'll check it. View files. I can't read Chinese. Visualize event tree. Easily create a branching event tree in a visualizing way based on 3 type nodes: signal node, set node, and condition node. Okay, these are actually the most important nodes here. So when we start the cutscene, create a file cutscene editor. Okay, cutscene data the file you want to run in this runner. If you leave this empty, then this runner will run the you last save in cutscene editor. Cutscene name for a signature call default is NA. Noted, you probably need to restart project after setting for auto load to work. Emit cutscene global. Any of your script passed by the cutscene name you want to run. Cutscene global.cutscene cutscene name. The same runner can't be shut down or repeat one while running for now. The node you run method in, you can choose the method in all autoloading. Node will only show all args with type hint. Write your arg in JSON string. Node automatically convert the type. The node you set properties in, you can add multi-property in all autoloads you config in setting state bus. Choose from the press. Okay, yes, I mean the half of the text is in Chinese. I can't. Probably I have to find a solution for my problem. Thought there were docs. I remember that I ever was in the documentary. Why I won't be able to read the documentation here anymore? I should be able. project settings, plugins. It is enabled. Okay, let's see. Okay, what I could do then? Copy. If get a node from here. This is global data. So probably we have to go one step back. What text box is connected? Dialog signal. Okay, is that possible? Yes, it is possible. And but where we get the current NPC here? As we can send just one data, and this is in string probably. So I even have to say int this one. And here this will be a string. But I still don't have the current NPC here. This should be Harbor. But we can't send Harbor over here. Another thing. And one. I could go for this one. That I say and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and so on. And at N1 I send 1. And at N2 I say 2, and so on. Could do this way also. So let's go to Harbor and we will set up a second dialog here. Firstly, we will send signal 1. Then we say start node ID also 1 and dialog node speaker Harbor and say finally. And that's it. Save. Maybe we send another signal here and say, ooh. But I think I see a problem here. But this we will see. We will print at Harbor script. This we will save. I got caught. So probably this shouldn't be called whenever there's Harbor or player, but I feel like it is. I got caught. But that was way too early. I wonder why the NPC portrait isn't hiding. So where it got caught the first time? Already got caught at the start. Why at the start? I mean, I just opened up the game and it already... Okay, the weird thing is... Ah, no, it's not weird. It's normal because I disconnected here. That's why it got just called once. So somewhere I have to check either way if the current signal is player or the current name. So let me see. So if See? Okay, yeah. Okay. It's working. Oh. We'll print this now, and then afterwards we will check Harper's current statement dialogue number. Harper's current number. Let's play. So actually we why it should send. Oh, signal 2. Okay, now it's working. So it was sent to 1. But this should be start automatically. and not just after the player. Yes, this should happen automatically. So when this here is the first thing what will happen when we spawn. Also, you should watching to the left side at the start. Okay, I will set it up very quickly. That we have also idle animations. This one. Heh. Okay. Left. Duplicate, idle, up. This one. Duplicate, idle down. Duplicate, left, down, okay. Duplicate, left, down. Okay. Duplicate, right down. Okay. Duplicate. Up. Duplicate idle. Right. Okay. From the start, we will just say so. Let's see. Start. When we start the game, the first wannabe cutscene will be started. Let's go. Just start a new game. Property here. New dialog file variable array. And here we send it empty over. Okay. Okay, here we connect it. Set portrait, current speaker. And speaker name equals player, then player, other way. Set portrait, current speaker. Okay, this is actually true. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Duke. Hope I say your name right. How are you doing? Somehow this isn't working properly here. Already declared variable at line 14. Okay, this is fine. Increase current dialog numbers. But somewhere I should hide. Where do I set hide? This one and this one. Somewhere here. it's not null, then it should do this. Okay, have to do it in, I have to do this in another way. If first, before I will add something here, I want to know print what I will get here. When I make an int out of a string, but the string does not contain any numbers, what do I will get? Let's test it out. Okay, let's see. Zero, zero. Oh, interesting. It's always 0. And at the end I get 1. This is very good to know. So I just have to say if is not otherwise, we will say set portrait, and we will say null. So we don't need this complicated check because it always will be 0. And as we go forward with the ints within our dialogues, only the first dialogue will be number 0, but this we will call anyway. That means that the current speaker so what now the proper portrait should be set it every time, but I forgot something. Here. Else is when it is null. Then we will say if this one and this one just hide both. So let's see, start. Let's see what will happening here. See? Okay. Player, Harbor. Come on, let's get you and your dogs. Ish. Finally. Oh, it's not hiding here. Because of... Do it again. Until we have a proper dialogue management. I mean, a somehow proper dialogue management. It's working. It's working this way how we want it. So let's write all the scripts we have right now for this conversation. Oh, actually here's a quest triggering. So here would be the point where we will set up a quest system. the Harper. This one. Okay. This one. Signal. Yeah. Dialog mode. Three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. Thank you very much for helping us. Signal node. So for now, when we have just like these two conversations with the player, and this will be the last one, for example, we'll just set it to 1 also, like this one. So whenever the player will start to talk with him, it will be like the same conversation over and over again until changing, or until we have a new conversation added to the story. So let's go ahead. This is not 100% finished yet, but we'll just check at Harper's house. After wake up player. Will be a solo talk from the player, which I also need to implement it. But first, all the conversations with Harper. This one is a longer one. To explain a bit the story. Okay, this will set up now. Dialog. Start mode. Can't duplicate them. Okay, this is a bit sad, but it's fine. Okay, we say Harper starts. This is player. Signal node. dialog mode. Signal nodes. Player. Okay, aber no problem at all. This one will be player. And this is the next text. Next. Player. Player. Next is this one. Dialog. Signal. Harbor. Signal. And a last signal here. Which we just call 3. Okay. Okay, this is actually right now the last dialogue with Harper. Now we have to create a quest log. Okay, what I actually want, draw it. Is something like this one. That we have a window, which will be a quest log. And then we have here just a simple list with the title, and so on. And when the player presses on one of them, it will have title, but another text box will open up and will description. When he clicks again, it will close, or if he clicks on another title, it will also close. Clicks here. Okay, if he clicks here or here, description close. And if there's no description open, then it will just open the other one where you just clicked on. And if there's one open, this one for example, then this one will close and this one will open at the same time. Open. Actually, that's simple.